all aspirants and welcome to my video. So I've been recently receiving lots of requests asking me to translating a video how to struggle alone, and if you haven't watched the video, just click on the link above. The video is in Malayalam, and lots of Malayalam aspirants are asking me to translate the video into English or make a different versions of it. So I thought I'll come up with a variant version in a way that this video will help you to redesign your life for 2021. So I'll just start with the gist of the video, that is how to struggle alone, and the video was talking extensively about how we are struggling with our short-term, long-term and mid-term goals, and what is the issues that we have to face when we struggle it alone, and when we have lots of our loved ones discouraging us and in a way that they don't want us to pursue our dreams and goals and ambitions. So what to do in those circumstances when these people that we love and we are closely related with wants us not to pursue our dreams and wants us to do something else instead. And our dreams, aspirations are almost same with each other, just we vary in terms of intensity of our desire to achieve our goals. So I'm going to start off with just a small story. That is, there was a drunkard and he had 2 children, and this man he used to waste away with all the drinking and alcoholic problems, and their life was in complete misery, poverty and hunger. And his 2 children, they grew up. And when the children grew up, one child grew up to be a highly successful businessman, and the other one grew up to be a very, even more a drunkard, worse a drunkard than his father, if that was possible. And when asked upon, why did you choose your life to be like this, and why did you turn out to be something like this, the answer is same for both the children, that is, my father was a drunkard. The problem is that it doesn't matter what happens in your life, but how we are facing it and what is the perspective in which they are facing all these problems with will determine our future and our goals and ambitions. And if there is anyone to be blamed for your failures or your setbacks, it's just you and you alone. There's no point in complaining, say then my situation was something like that, or my people discouraged me, they didn't encourage me enough, or some people were against it, my situations wasn't favorable, I was having financial difficulties. These are just excuses. If you have the problem, create in a way that it will be easier for you. For example, if you don't have money to join a coaching institute for your civil service preparations, study at home. Just think it in such a way that, okay, when I study at home, when I'm teaching myself, I'm doing in a way that the ultimate active learning procedure, that when I get involved, when I teach myself, I'm studying more. And when I'm just studying as a coaching institute student, I'm just sitting over there being a passive listener. So just make you convert all your negatives into positive, and if you have some of the problems, see the positive side and work for it. And I just want to say that if you can't even solve your trivial issues, your trivial problems, your financial problems, your family problems, how are you going to be an IAS officer tomorrow? And when you're being a district magistrate, you have to look after a whole of district. You're going to have lots of problems in a way that you wouldn't be able to sleep because so much of issues were there, and the tensions and the stress. Being a civil servant is so huge that consider that these problems that you're facing is sort of like your training ground. And the loved ones not encouraging you enough or discouraging you in for your civil service preparations or something else that you have set your heart at, just think it in such a way that they're just scared that you might fail and you will get hurt eventually. So that's the reason why they are stopping you from it. And yes, there are other set of categories of people who pretend to be your well-wishers, who pretend to be your loved ones, but they are actually envious of you. They're just scared that you might, actually just go out there and achieve your dreams. So either, go after your dreams for your loved ones, or either go after your dreams at least by seeing all these confidence that these, haters have for us. The reason why our haters don't want us to pursue dreams is because, they know our capability. They know how far we are capable. They know how far we are talented. So for those reasons only they are stopping us. So do not stop for anyone else. Do not stop for anything. When you make a decision, just make sure that your decisions are determined enough. It has to be a determined decision, no matter what, no matter how your circumstances will be. Even if you yourself are standing against you, you have to keep on going. And being a civil service aspirant itself is a hard task, because our exams is almost like 1.5 years longer, and each day we have to consciously make the decision of being an aspirant, being a determined aspirant, being a consistent aspirant, and just make a decision that you will be an IAS officer the next 2 to 3 years or this coming year, however your exam pattern is. So this has to be your determined. When Noah was building his ark, he didn't stop himself from building the ark and stop himself and then explaining to all the doubters and haters what he was doing about. He let the rain talking. So have the determinations in you, have the consistency in you, keep on trying, keep on grinding, and keep on doing it until you crack your civil service examinations. Just imagine that even a shark, a ferocious shark of ocean, if it stops swimming for 1 second at least, it would just flip upside down and drown and die. So similarly, you have to keep on trying. You cannot, just 14 hours a day, you study for a day and the next day you take a rest. It cannot happen like that. You have to be consistent in your preparations. And if you're going to be scared for all these setbacks and failures in your life, I have a news for you that you're going to have lots of setbacks, lots of failures in your life. Probably you won't even clear for your prelims. And suppose you clear for your prelims, mains and even the interview, but you'll fail in your training sessions in LBSNE. So there's no guarantee for anything. But the only guarantee that you can give to yourself is your determinations, your hard work and your readiness. And our life shrink and expands depending upon your desires and your willingness to work for your something that you want. So just go for it, go for the attempt. And yes, just remember that every word that you say or every actions that you do, it's going to advocate your ignorance or your intelligence. So make sure that you are an intelligent IAS officer now itself, and only then you can be an IAS officer in the future. So that's it all I wanted to say for the New Year's Eve. Just be completely yourself, that even others feel safe to be themselves too. So have a super amazing year ahead. Let all of you crack the civil service examination. So all the best for you, amazing future ahead. Thank you all.